Hello. Welcome to another segment of Candid Opinion. My name is Henry, and today we're going to be looking in the area of finance. Yeah, today's segment we're going to be talking about finance. Everywhere red, things are tough, pressure is everywhere, people are not smiling. So I want to talk about finance and basically talking to the small business owners, the online vendors, majorly, and if you're operating on a one-man business, we're going to talk about how you can build and grow your customer base. All right. But before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to my one and major sponsor, Carib Liquors. Okay, you can go to Carib_Liquors for more details. Alright, so today we're looking at being your own customer care when it comes to one-man business. Of course, we know for big companies, for big institutions and corporations, they get to pay people to do that stuff for them. But if you're operating on a one-man business, online vendors, you're doing everything for yourself. You are your own manager, you are your own accountant, you are your own advertising, you are your own customer care. And majorly what I see from business vendors, online vendors these days is the only sort of customer care that they do is to get feedbacks. Yeah. So they were like, oh, hello sir, hello ma, did you like our product? Did you enjoy it? Oh yes, I enjoyed it. It was good. It was fine. You take a screenshot, then you post it, and that's it. But that should not be it. There is still a lot more you can do to build your customer relations. But firstly, if we're looking at the essence of growing a business, there are three major foundations that comes with growing a business. The first is quality of your product. The quality of your product, is an important factor when growing a business, because that would determine how well people get to patronize you again and again and again. Then secondly, you're looking in the area of advertising. You need more people to get involved to see what you can do, either the product you're selling or the services you're rendering. And the third is customer service. How you are able to relate with the clients you've worked for, how you're able to relate with the customers you've sold for. It is very important when it comes to the areas of building a strong business and making money. I they call make I drink water. Okay, so when we even talk about making money, if we're looking at let's be honest with ourselves, none of us are actually making money. Let's look at it in a literal sense. Only the government and the banks, as the central bank, they are the ones who make money. They print money from the machine, they send it out to the population, and we out here, we start killing ourselves or fighting ourselves over that. So the government and the central bank are the ones that actually make money. They print money. The rest of us, we are not making money. What we are doing is we are convincing people to give us money, either for a product we're selling or for a service that we are rendering. So that's what the whole economic world is built on, literally. Like, the whole world is built on value exchange in everything. What you can give and what you can get. That's the whole world is give and take. And it doesn't matter in which area you're looking at it. If it's business, if it's family, if it's friendship, if it's a relationship, if it's marriage, everything is about value exchange. Nobody want to be in a friendship or in a relationship where the person is just take. No one wants to be that. It's about value exchange. What can I do for you and what can you do for me? So in the area of finance, it's all about value exchange, and the people who are able to amass riches and amass wealth is because they were able to figure out how they can get thousands and millions of people to give them money at the same time. When you have a whole lot of people giving you money for a particular thing, at the same time you get to amount to riches very quickly. I'm going to use the example of the music industry. Like, you see an artist, a musical artist, organizing a concert or a show, and he sells out his tickets 100,000 people, 200,000 people. What has he done? He has convinced the 100,000 people, 200,000 people to give him money all at the same time. And he's able to gather that money and amounts to a certain route when you keep doing that on a continuous basis. But on the level of the small business, the online vendors, it's not just about how you get to attract these people, it's about how you're able to keep and sustain them. And it's not even just about people who are selling, it goes with services too. Like if you're a comedian, if you're an MC, if you're a DJ, you are rendering services, okay? And it also goes with you because you need to maintain a respectable and cordial relationship with your client base, okay? You need to build them. If you're going on a show, and one thing you have to understand when being an MC, when being a DJ, when you go out, like I said, 3 foundations. 1, the value of your product or your services, how valuable it is, how good it is, how authentic it is it worth something? So if you're an MC or if you're a DJ and someone is giving you a shot to play at an event, to MC an event, the quality in which you bring out will determine how they want to work with you again. So when, let's just say your quality is tight, you are able to kill the show, you're able to do it, then you move to the next step, advertising. You've given them your quality, then you get to advertise yourself, meet people, exchange contact. And one thing, if you're an MC or if you're a DJ, try as little as possible to exchange phone numbers. What you should exchange is social media accounts. Let me follow you, you should follow me, check me out, exchange your social media. That way you're not only building your own profile, you're adding more clientele to your list. Because when they get to follow you, your social media profile gets boosted, you get to have more followers, and it gives you the opportunity to reach out to as many people as you can. Because the truth of the matter is, these days, not everybody even watch status. Some people don't have the time to look at your status. Some people don't have the time for all of that. But in their less busy period, they can go on Instagram and boom, your stuff will hit them in the face. Your market is there, your business is there, your quality is there. It's hitting them in the face, and they're remembering that, oh, this person, that person. So do more of exchanging of social media. If you're an MC or even a business, you're selling something. So then it's now your customer relation, being your own customer care. Now you've succeeded in getting this customer. Someone has patronized you. How can you keep them? Now, for those people who are in the consumable goods industry, now when I'm talking about consumable, it's not just about eating or drinking. In this particular context, what I'm using as consumable are those goods that finishes at a specific period in time, like the perfume, the cream, the soaps, and all of that. You are the ones who need to be on high alert when it comes to customer base, okay? Because these people would need this thing at a certain period in time. So you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work to ensure that you are at their service. Because most people in those industry, most people who sell those products, they sometimes, all they do is, okay, you've attended to a customer, you've sold them a product, you've gotten your feedback, and then you just forget about it. You wait for them to message you when they need it. You're not supposed to be doing that. At your level, you're not supposed to be doing that. You need to chase these customers. You have to put in that work. You cannot be a business person and be having pride. You need to chase them. You need to be at their heels. You need to discover what they want and when they want it. So first of all, you have to start in building your own customer base. As I tell people in this business, always get a pen and a paper. Okay, I understand that some people want to work electronically. You have your records on your phones and everything, but we all know about electronics. Electronics can break down, it can shut off. Have a backup, and pen and paper is one of the best way. Have a jotter, have a diary where you can keep these things. And when you're making your record, don't just record your sales, also have a record for your customers. Okay, Sister Mary bought magic soap on so day. Magic soap, approximately, if she bathes 3 times a day, this is approximately how long magic soap will last. So you get to know when next you should contact Sister Mary to ask her if she would be needing such a thing. I actually had an experience one time. I bought a perfume oil from an online vendor. It was so good. I loved the smell. It smelled beautiful and amazing. And then after a while, it took a while before it finished though. I was doing my best to manage it because I love the smell. It took a while before it got finished, and when it got finished, I wanted to buy it again. And guess what? I could not remember who sold it to me because I have a whole lot of vendors on my contact list and they're all posting stuff. I tried, and I could not remember who sold it to me. So what did I do? I started looking for someone else who had a similar product. Now, if that particular vendor had done her calculations, even if at the time she messaged me, it hasn't finished because people manage things more than others. Even as at the time she messaged me, it still hasn't finished. At least, she's able to bring herself back to my consciousness. And that's one of the things you need to do if you're into a consumable goods market. You need to keep in touch with your customers. Understand that the soap, the cream, the perfume, whatever it is you sold to them at this point in time is finished or can finish. So build up your customer base. Get your pen and paper. Write down the details because you've attended to this customer. You've sold to them. You have their details. You have their name. You have their number. You have their delivery address. You have all of these things. These are the things that just keep them. Build your database. Big companies, if you register for online now for some companies or some shops, online shops, they get to ask for your details, your email address, your phone number. Some even ask for your date of birth so they can wish you a happy birthday on your day just to make you feel like you're a part of it. If you look at companies that have been around for more than 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they will tell you that they have customers who started with them and they're basically like family now because of their ability to keep these customers and grow with them. So you at the level that you are, you should know these things and don't just depend on your electronic records. I have a guy on my WhatsApp. This guy he sells goods and services too. So what he does is the contacts of the people who blocked him, he uses the charts or the charts page for his own business record. So a day happened, I think the person who blocked him, the WhatsApp reset or something, and so he did this record and he sent it as a message, and the person responded and I was like, what's this? And was like, block me. If you're depending too much on this electronic stuff, it's electronics. Anything can happen. It can crash. Have a backup. And pen and paper is usually the best when it comes to customer base building. Okay? And if you're also into drinks too, if you're selling drinks, it's also important. And one of the things about drinks is when you're selling drinks, you should know that these things usually come on occasions. They come on occasions. So you have to go through the stress, through the hard work of watching people's status. Okay, you have to watch people's status, know when birthdays are coming up, know when events are coming up, because some people post this stuff on their WhatsApp status. Send them a message, okay, this particular event's coming up, this particular birthday, do you need a drink? And if a customer is messaging you or talking to you or patronizing you, always learn to keep details of these customers. Birthdays, events, wedding. Okay, you had your birthday this time last year. the birthday is coming up this year, you can set reminders on your phone. So customers bought drinks for their birthday on this particular thing. You can send them a message, your birthday is coming up, happy birthday in advance. I'm telling you, that customer will be pleased that you as a vendor, you're even remembering the birthdays. It will bring a little bit of satisfaction, and you can keep that customer, and that customer can refer you to other customers. Like I said, we are in the value exchange world, so the amount of people you can convince to give you money determines how much money you get. So advertising is also important. But today we are looking about how you can keep and maintain a customer relation, a good customer relation. Don't just a customer patronizes you and then you get your feedback and then that's it. Don't do that. Do not do that. Recognize the customer who have patronized you. Sometimes you can even monitor their WhatsApp status. There are some of them who may not have posted in a while. You send them a message, sorry, we haven't seen you post in a while, you haven't been online in a while, hope you're good, hope you're okay, we wish you the best. Send the happy new month messages, SMS, not just WhatsApp broadcast. All of these little things go a long way in maintaining and sustaining that customer relationship that you need. It's not all about feedbacks, so you can screenshot on your WhatsApp posts. It's not about that, okay? You can go the extra, you can do the extra in building your customer base, right? So for anyone who have any questions, comments, anything, you can go to the comment section, put in your question, put in your contribution, put in your comments, and I would like to hear from you. This is my candid opinion. My name is Henry. Talk to you later.